Hello all, welcome back to Grails Gaming. I'm continuing my NoMundane Run of Skyrim.
Ancano is exactly why we're so restrictive about access to the college. We'd all have perished if it weren't for you.
Okay, so in the last session I finished up the College of Winterhold quest line, became the Dean, I know that's not the right one, Archmage of the college. So done with that quest line, basically. There are other quests that you can do for the college that allow you to continue in that area, but I'm going to move on to continue the reunification of Skyrim, which means coming down to Iverstead, which fast travel. One of the things I found, though, was Wait a second. Who are you? Why are you looking at me?
I've been looking for you. Got something I'm supposed to deliver. Your hands only. Let's see here. There's a new museum opening up in Dawnstar. The owner is asking me to hand out invitations to travelers. Looks like that's it. Got to go.
Right then. Okay, so in the last session, after the last session, excuse me, I was going to start another one. I ported here to, fast traveled here to transport to, to start the run to the next component of reunification of Skyrim, and I didn't have a horse. And I'm not willing to lose my horse. So off screen, so to speak, I reloaded the save just before entering, what the heck's the name of the place? Labyrinthian. And reran Labyrinthian and redid the recapturing of the so let's see here. I want right click to be soul tap, left click to be firebolt. Apparently I missed with soul tap. Oh well. So, reran Labyrinthian. That took longer this time. There were a couple of missteps that I made. Died a few times, that kind of thing. And then also retook the college. One of the things I did notice... You're fine? Okay. One of the things I did notice was that I had forgotten previously to equip the Archmage's robes. So now I have, with the Archmage's robes combined with Marokai, I've got 200% faster Magicka regen. I have not yet had the opportunity to see what that looks like in combat, but it is definitely an improvement, so I'm happy about that. So let's see what our next task is.
Yeah, I know what
Something to report?
Reporting for duty, I think. There we go.
You're going to Riften. My spies report the Jarl's steward Anuriel has arrangements with the Thieves Guild that would be rather embarrassing if made public. I need you to find evidence of her corrupt activities and use it to gain a measure of her cooperation. This will require stealth and discretion. The Jarl's guards won't take kindly to anyone rummaging through her steward's private quarters.
Alright, I will get proof.
Good. I can always count on you, can't I?
Usually. This may not really be my area of expertise, but we'll see. Alright, have I been to Riften? I don't remember. No, I have not. Why? Alright, journal. There we go. So, off to Riften with me, which is going to be a cross-country run. Yeah. So, just so you know, I'm also still ill, so I'll be coughing on occasion. I have rebound my mute key to control shift, so that it's not some other command in the thing. But if I suddenly stop moving and game sound continues and there's nobody talking, then it's probably because I've started coughing, like that, for example. On the bright side, I do feel like I'm getting better, so hey, that's kind of good. I don't know how long the reunification of... What am I looking at? What's attacking? it's a bear. I think I'll just let it be. I can outrun a bear fairly easily, and I'm not in the mood to get into a fight that might kill me. So I'm not sure how long the reunification of Skyrim quests go. I had done the... There's some wolves, so I'm going to try and get some more soul gem, or some more souls. I'm not quite sure what determines the chance to hit on that. I thought I had the other one targeted, but apparently not. So, whatever. Of course, that's assuming I have empty soul gems. I believe I do, though, because I've seen a fair number of, or picked up a fair number of empty soul gems. One thing I'll need to do when I get to Riften is sell some equipment. I'm pretty sure I have it. I'm carrying around a shield, possibly a sword. So I'll need to find a weapons vendor, some general goods vendor, that kind of thing, so that I can reduce the amount of weight that I'm carrying. What is this? Okay, so these are just deer. And is that... No, I am nowhere near this. You know what? So, for the sake of... I'm going to jump up to Windhelm and use the carriage to get myself to Riften. I just realized that I'm trying not to... Are you going to ignore me?
Word is Jamages is back to
Oh,
normal.
good. Okay,
If there's such a thing
so this way, I mean, it'll be shorter. I'm not really trying to find side locations anyway, and so I was actually pretty much just wasting time. And I suppose if I had anything overly interesting to talk about for that length of time, it might not have been a big deal.
Take you to any of the hold capitals.
I'd like to hire your carriage.
Where do you want to go?
Riften. Riften. There we go.
Climb and back, and we'll be off.
Okay. Let's move.
If you've never been to Riften, be sure to visit the Blackbriar Meadery.
Alright. So that's a much quicker way of getting here.
Hold there. Before I let you into Riften, you need to pay the visitor's tax.
What's the tax for?
For the privilege of entering the city. What does it matter?
Well, this is obviously a shakedown.
All right, keep your voice down. You want everyone to hear you? I'll let you in. Just let me unlock the gate.
Thank you. Very nice of you.
Welcome to
Gate's
Riften,
unlocked.
home of the Thieves' Guild.
Okay.
I had another run-in with the Thieves' Guild.
Be careful, Mule. The Thieves' Guild has Maven Blackbriar at her back. One snap of her fingers and you could end up in Riften jail. Or worse.
They represent the reason I'm here. I can't just ignore them, Eren.
I know. I just don't want you to leave. You're the only good thing that's happened to this city in a long time.
Interesting. Alright.
I don't know you. You and Riften looking for trouble?
What's it to you?
Don't say something you'll regret. Last thing the Blackbriars need is some loudmouth trying to meddle in their affairs.
Who are the Blackbriars?
The Blackbriars have Riften in their pocket and the Thieves Guild watching their back, so keep your nose out of their business. Me? I'm Maul. I watch the streets for them. If you need dirt on anything, I'm your guy. But it'll cost you.
Okay. Sure, what can you tell me?
Pleasure doing business with you. So what do you want to know?
Well... none of this, unfortunately. I was kind of hoping you'd help me with... So what's this gem worth?
Do I look like a merchant to you? You're gonna have to take that up with Vex and the Thieves Guild. Get in good with them and you'll find her.
Alright, well, I don't care about the rest of
Be
it.
seeing you around.
I'm really getting tired
no
of
thank you.
excuses. When you borrowed the money, you said you'd pay it back on time. Double the usual fee.
Alright.
Sorry. Just thinking about my experiments.
Alright. So apparently Control Shift is still not completely innocuous, as I am still going into sneak every time I mute, but that's definitely better than...
Have our scouts come up with any information on these reports of dragons?
Did we have an appointment? Lady. No, that unpleasantness at Helgen supposedly involved a dragon. It killed several soldiers before it departed.
I want you to speak to the city guard. Make sure there's a contingency plan in effect in case Riften falls under attack.
Yes, milady. I've also taken the liberty in preparing a private carriage, just in case.
Good. If Riften should fall, it's only right that its leader be spared.
Wow, that's definitely a different attitude.
Imagine. You're trespassing here.
Oh, am I?
Damn
Oops.
college. Winterhold will never be the same.
Okay.
You're that one from the college. Heard about you.
Okay, just out of curiosity. Okay then. So now to... Oop,
You're trespassing here.
sorry about that.
You'd better clear out.
Yep, I'm out. Okay. So I'm guessing, well, what the heck? Let's see what happens if I try and blackmail somebody
Welcome to
immediately.
Mistvale Keep. I'm Jarl Layla's steward, Anuriel.
Okay, so do you recognize this?
Not here. Come with me.
Yeah,
Stay close and the guards will leave you alone.
wondered about that. Well, let's see if I get myself attacked.
There's an apothecary in town, yeah. But it's down on the lower walkway, so stay sharp if you go down there.
I suppose you're here to extort something from me? Is that it? Well, what is it you want?
Well, let's be blunt. You rebels are doing a fine job destroying yourselves, Shelter's running errands.
So, you're an Imperial spy. Interesting. I have no strong love for the Stormcloaks, but I can't say I'm all that fond of the Empire either. This war of yours makes it difficult for a resourceful woman to advance her interests. Perhaps we can find a way for both of us to prosper from this unfortunate discovery?
So, yeah. What if this letter were made public?
It would ruin me. I have a good thing going here. The Jarl benefits from my more creative arrangements as well, though it'd be impossible for her to admit that. Layla is a simple and traditional woman, which makes it easy to manipulate her, but impossible to regain her graces once offended. Look, perhaps we could come to some kind of agreement?
Alright, what kind of agreement do you have in mind?
What if I told you about a large shipment of gold and weapons?
Go on, I'm listening.
Oh no, I'm no fool. You'll learn what you need to know once we've come to an agreement.
Okay, how much are we talking about?
Enough to make a significant difference in the war.
I have no idea what this line's going to be. Sure, why not? And what about something for me right now?
Well, I suppose I'm not left much choice in the matter, am I? Very well. I trust a hefty purse of septims will suffice.
Oh, wow, cool. Alright, it's a deal. Where can I find this shipment?
They're taking it by wagon to Windhelm. If you hurry, you'll catch them before they get far. It'll be a fairly slow-moving caravan. The shipment is quite heavy and guarded by many men. Now let's pretend we never had this discussion.
Sure. I'm okay. Oh, and apparently I killed a bandit leader, so he's dead, and I'm here for the bounty.
Excellent. You've done us a great service. Here is your reward.
Cool. Thank you.
You're welcome in Riften, as long as you continue to obey our laws.
Alright.
What is it?
Well,
You could say the Ratway is the city under the city. Dark,
Out of my
dangerous,
way.
and
The
no
son
place
of the
for
Jarl
decent
has
folk.
no time for idle
yeah,
conversation.
let's go find ourselves a, oh, come on. So, if you are holding shift to walk instead of running, because you inverted it, and somebody goes into an automated conversation, the fact that you were holding down
If you're
shift
looking for a handout,
will be
we want to speak
frozen.
with my husband. If you're look-
and you'll be stuck walking and have to hold down shift to be able to run. So that's a bit of a frustration. I'm assuming my horse is also... No. I wonder if getting on the horse fixed it, or if it's just going to be fixed for the duration of being on the horse. Alright, so where are these folks? Oh, I'm supposed to just report to Legate Rikke first. Okay. Oops. I can definitely handle reporting before going to attack the caravan. And am I moving slow? Apparently getting on the horse fixed it. Good to know.
The General and I have our disagreements, but he's the best hope for both the Empire and Skyrim.
Alright, so Anuriel says there's a shipment of coin traveling to Windhelm.
Excellent work. I knew you'd bring back something useful. It just so happens I've got some scouts along the road. Meet up with them and together see if you can't overpower the caravan.
Okay, can I have... Cool. I can do that. Alright,
Keep an eye out for trouble. It's only...
so where are they? They're that way. Okay,
Out of time.
so... go run up there to meet them. We had been talking about information, so I hadn't expected that the request for something for me was going to be for a bribe. I thought there might be additional information regarding Riften or something like that, but... crud. Yep, you're gonna land an attack. Okay. Yeah, that's a problem. Come on. Let's see if I can get back to the camp and have the dragon fight me with the soldiers there, because trying to solo a dragon has not been a successful endeavor for me in the past. Alright. Now the other concern is going to be my horse, but hopefully it will take care of itself. Alright, where is lightning bolt? And where is the dragon? Come on, Mr. Blood Dragon. Come face the wrath of the... Apparently we're also getting attacked by Stormcloaks at the same time. And it appears that the dragon doesn't care that I did... There we go. There we go. Alright, so let's switch to Firebolt, now that we've actually got combat going.
You can't win this!
Well, it is... Yeah, you're right. It can't. Not quite sure what it's fighting there. That better not... Is that a bear? Holy crap, I think that's a bear. Well, I'll take all the help I can get, so... I'm quite content killing a dragon from a distance while it fights a bear, as much as while it fights Imperial soldiers. As long as it's not fighting me, I'm okay. Me or my horse. If it's fighting my horse, I'm going to be pissed. Because my horse can't fight a dragon, and I know that. And yes, I'm definitely preferring this magic regen rate. The increase of 200% has been very beneficial. Now, the fact that this is fighting every other creature in the immediate vicinity instead of coming and fighting the Imperial guards, though, is very frustrating. There we go. Maybe this will get him to stay put. Nope. Missed. This works, though. A few Imperial horses to help out. Come on. And dead dragon. Very nice. And when I was in Riften, I forgot to sell stuff. Crap it. Iron arrows, gold, steel arrows. I don't really want to use the weight on anything else. Give me your soul. Okay, so the next part of this is, where is my horse? Well, rather than trying to run to find him, I am going to fast travel to the location where I am. Fast travel here. There's my horse. Alright. Another dragon down. And off to ambush a caravan, hopefully. I'm kind of hoping that the participating in that fight doesn't end up meaning that I'm not going to be able to do that, but we'll see. Alright. So it's not... Well, is it quite as far as Riften? Maybe not. There is probably going to be a point where I have to fight a dragon independently. I'm not looking forward to that, because you get too close, they bite you in half. You don't get close, they tend to ignore you. Alright. So, soul trap. Figures. Shot the wrong one. Didn't know there were two. Oh well. Okay. So at some point I'll probably take back up enchanting. Having the minor souls will be good for low level beginning stuff of that. Long term, I mean, even if I don't take back up enchanting, because I don't know if I will, since my main point here is to get through the various major plot lines. So if I don't take up enchanting, I can at least use the filled soul gems to be able to recharge magical weapons, since one of my major issues had been that I'd run out of magic in the middle of a fight, switch over to a weapon such as the Staff of Lightning or that kind of thing, and then I'd have to basically run out of ammo with it and have to recharge it. So always good to have some soul gems on hand to be able to do that. With the increased magic regen that I'm looking at now from the armor, excuse me, from the robes and the new mask, I'm not sure how much of an issue that's going to be, so that might actually be fairly straightforward at this point, which would be nice. Alright, what am I looking at? Nothing so far. I will say that the game is more interesting when you're stopping at places to discover them, but the biggest benefit would be the opportunity to have a fast travel point there, and what I'm not sure of is whether or not the fast travel point would... Okay, so I have to run basically straight through a dragon lair to get to that point. I'm going to try not to do that, see if I can't run around the dragon lair. And I'm also going to see if I can't get a better soul gem. Why? Oh, come on. Oh my. This may have been a mistake. Come on. Did I get the soul? I did get the soul. Cool. Okay, so that wasn't as big of a mistake as I was afraid it was. I was worried that I was not going to be able to kill the cave bear. Which would, of course, mean that I would lose my horse, and that's not an acceptable option. So, alright. What was I saying? Oh, yeah. Don't think I was talking about the dragon. Oh, except the dragon lair. Meh, I lost my train of thought. My apologies. Okay. So, distance-wise, we're getting there. Oh, fast travel. The one concern would be fast travel, and if it's real-time, which some of the things in the game have been, and you choose to fast travel. Okay, and you choose to fast travel, then you can potentially fail to accomplish what you need to, and it's locked, so I'm not doing lockpicking for this run. I'll just leave it be. Alright. That is interesting, just having, oops, a chest out in the middle of nowhere, though. I don't know that I've seen that before. So, if something is time sensitive and you fast travel, which takes up game time, so such as a caravan that is literally following a road, which the... What was it? The courier for the storm cloaks had been when I ambushed him and took his missive. Oop, well, I discovered Shore's store. That's fine. So I actually get the impression, based on the way this quest is working, that the what do you call it? Caravan is not actually going to show up until after I've met with the scouts here, but I'd rather not risk it, for example, by fast traveling up here to then run down here. So I think this is an acceptable way of going about this. So here are the men. Quick save it just so in case I lose my horse or me.
Glad you're
Oh, hey, it's Hadvar.
Been so long since I killed the Stormcloak. Well, well, look who it is. How have you been?
I'm alright, I guess. How are you?
Good to hear. I need this to go well. This is my first real command since they promoted me after Whiterun. You know, some nights when I close my eyes, I see the battle stretched out before me, like I'm still there. Do the men you've killed haunt you? Mine do.
Only a beast kills without feeling.
I suppose you're right. They say it gets easier. I'm not sure if that's a good thing. But never mind all that. What brings you out this way?
There's an enemy wagon loaded with coin and weapons. We need to capture it.
Really? It just so happens we've been tracking a wagon for about a day now. So that's what's in there. Coins and weapons. How do you know that?
Sure, why not? I blackmailed an Uriel for the information.
That was crafty. I'm sure having a steward in the pocket will come in handy. Lucky for us that the wagon recently had a little accident. They're stranded now, just up the road. We're outnumbered, but I have a plan. You got here just in time.
Okay, what's the plan?
First, we're going to take out their sentry. Then we'll situate ourselves overlooking the camp. Next, you'll infiltrate the position and get their attention, while we hit them with a barrage of arrows. With a bit of luck, we'll catch them completely off guard and even the odds a little.
I kind of like that one. But they're going to be raining arrows, so I should still be able to use spells liberally without having to worry about them. So, let's go.
Good. There's a sentry patrolling the hill. We'll go in quiet and drop him with a combined arrow barrage. Keep low, fire on my word.
I don't have arrows to barrage with. All I've got are spells, and they don't hit silently. Aha, I see him.
I have to admit, this is more fun than I thought it'd be. Fire!
You're gonna let me start this thing, huh? Come on. Stop walking.
What was that? Come on!
That's what accounts for a barrage of arrows for me, dude. Well, that didn't work. Thankfully, they're not the toughest people in the world. You got anything else? One more. That was weird. I'm hoping that was just a graphical glitch, but maybe not. Okay, so, were you guys carrying anything of use or interest? Arrows. Gold. Nope. Okay. Arrows. Gold. Arrows. No gold that time. And arrows. Alright, where's Hodvar?
We keep an eye out for trouble. It's only a matter of time.
Okay. Okay, so I completed it. Now what am I supposed to do? Can't unlock the chest. Salt pile I can take, though. You've got arrows and gold. So, let's see what my next step is. Regain the rift. Okay. Alright, so where does the map say I'm supposed to go? Yes, okay, good. So back to her. There we go. Yes, she does have an arrow. I was gonna say, who else am I supposed to talk to?
Damn Stormcloak rebels.
Keep an eye out for Stormcloak spies.
Good work. I'll send some men with a wagon to collect the prize.
Thank you.
We can use the weapons here, and I'll pass on the coin to Solitude.
Okay, so still reporting for duty.
Your objective is Fort Greenwall. Meet the soldiers preparing for the attack, then join them in wiping out the rebels. Once you prevail, we will garrison the fort. Well, soldier, are you up to the task?
Of course. The fort is as good as ours.
I knew I could count on you, soldier.
Okay. So I'll regain the fort. I think that'll
Keep your guard up.
actually end this, because the last time completing the fight for the... Where is the fort? I'm not... Okay, for whatever reason... I'm not tracking it? No. Ah, okay. So the last time fighting in the fort was the end of the regain the name the zone quest line. So I think this should be the end of the regain the rift. So I will complete this component of the quest and call that a good for this run. So must find the folks outside of the fort before I find and attack the fort itself. So that means I need to run around the fort, because the last time I did that it told me that I failed to meet with the men and then they rushed in anyway, so I didn't get to do an independent attack of the fort. At the same time, the fort was, excuse me, not what I was expecting, where it was a limited number of opponents that I could sneak up on, kill slowly, that kind of thing. It was a continuous stream of respawns. So because of that, I don't necessarily want to go into this fight on my own. One of these times I'm going to have to just not participate and see whether or not the numbers go down, or if the Legion's capable of taking the fort without my assistance. But for now, I'd much rather actually participate, because not doing so seems like it would be boring. Speaking of boring, I really don't like missing. Much better. Alright. So let some magic regen.
Come on, come on!
Do I need to break these? Can I break these? These do not look breakable. So in one of the other fights there were breakable versions of those, but this doesn't appear to be that kind of fight. So I need to find a point of entry. Alright, so 90% done. This whole bit about finding a point of entry doesn't look like it's working so well. Now, the last fort, there was actually just an open door. The various emplacements were set up such that you could pass through them. They weren't actually a solid barrier, but in this case, they appear to be better defended. So perhaps a different entryway will have... Yeah, so here we've got a better entryway. Oh, tell me this isn't my horse. No, it's somebody else's horse. Good. Ow. Now the issue, or the other issue I had last time went beyond just not having enough magicka for a continuous fight, but also into actually taking too much damage, because I'd get surrounded or something and wouldn't really have a place to protect myself from. So I need to be careful about that here as well. Yeah, that was too low. Now, in situations like this, I probably ought to use something like Chain Lightning, since none of my guys are up there. But that's fine. I'm regenning magicka fast enough to be using Firebolt back and forth, so I think I'm actually okay sticking with that, because I don't want to have something appear close and then not be able to do something with it. Alright. So... Ow! Ow, ow. What the heck? I hate missing. Alright, so that's that guy dead. Let's see here. I'm sure I'm taking my life in hands doing it this way, but... Ow. Yep. Okay. Let's switch over to healing. Switch back to Firebolt. Okay, you know what? If you guys are going to be staying up there, and my guys are going to be staying down here, I'm going to shoot you with chain lightning. But my guys aren't going to be staying up there. That's annoying. And I don't trust chain lightning to not hit friendlies, so... Alright, so destruction increased. That's not... Ow. Ow. 5% remaining. Okay. Dang nabbit. Okay, time to switch to healing again. Taking too much damage. Ow. And back up to Firebolt. Are we done yet? No, not yet. Okay. How about now? We killed 5% more? No. Okay. Alright. Ow. Can we be done yet? I actually don't prefer this kind of fight. Maybe it would be more interesting as a melee combatant, but I don't think so. And yes, I've completed Regain the Rift. So, we'll see if they send me back to Tullius at this point. And I'm not going to be able to fast travel until everything's dead. So, let's come up here. There's that guy. And that guy. He takes 2. Are they trying to run away or what? I don't know. Okay, are we done? Looks like we're done. Steel arrows, no gold. Steel arrows, no gold. And arrows again. I think steel arrows can be sold for a gold each. We'll see. And are you just a horse? Yes, you're just a horse. So now, yep, come up here, go tell General Tullius that Riften has, excuse me, that the rift has been reclaimed. And he'll send me to the next zone that I'm supposed to help regain, I'm sure. I'm hoping I get the opportunity to assassinate or kill in battle, oh, what's his name? The leader of the Stormcloaks, because I've not enjoyed the interactions with him that I have observed.
You see those warriors from Hammerfell?
Alright, Tullius.
I don't abide fancy clothes.
Taking control of the rift was a great victory. Ulfric must be rather nervous with us so close to his doorstep.
Could be.
By holding on to Falkreath, we control access to the Reach. Hjalmarch is an important buffer zone between the rebel forces and the capital.
Alright, so what are my new orders?
Will try to... You're needed in Winterhold. Report to our hidden camp there.
Winterhold? Wasn't I just at Winterhold?
Gods be with you.
Alright, well, apparently there's a hidden camp in Winterhold. But I'll get to that later, so thanks all.